was a big learning moment. Like I tell you guys teach me a lot too. So gritty of you, thank you. I try to be as gritty as possible. And Mason, be proud. I have gritty in an upcoming Fortnite title as well. And I think it was your gritty move when 3 of us played, and you, me, and Lila played, and I died, and you revived me, and we won that game. So, yeah, I used gritty in the title. Which, oh yes, that was on my mind. Speaking of gritty, yeah, some weird way. As much as I don't know why I'm so hesitant to saying this, but whatever. You guys can teach me to gritty on Wednesday, and I will do my best to attempt it. I just ask up front that there's no harassment, and if there is harassment, make it light and don't make it last. Please and thunk. But yes, I will attempt to perform a gritty on Wednesday. Yes, 100%. Like, if so, like, I'll give you my mindset. Like, Wednesday, I was definitely, I won't make funnies, thank you. Like, I will admit, like, Wednesday, I was not in the mood. Like, Wednesday was stress, and very much that. But, I also have to, like, I have this weird thing, and it's probably trauma, if I'm being honest. Of like, I need to be the mature one and all that, and anything that doesn't sound mature to my like over mature brain, it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's stupid. So that is also part of my was part of my mindset, but also like there's nothing harmful in it either, and it's fun, and it's who cares if it's done, because whatever, like, yeah, like. I have like so severely judged myself for doing something I haven't already done. So yeah, it's my brain being stupid, and I like, who cares? Being mature is overrated sometimes, so it is. And like sometimes you do have to just let loose and have fun. And like there's nothing bad with doing these fun dances. I just need to let that go and have fun with it. So yeah. I'm never picturing living. Hey Mason, you're not helping your case any, but I hear you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm wholeheartedly kidding. But yeah, no, like you guys, I mean, that's when I'm honest about saying like you guys have taught me stuff. You guys have taught me about how to have more fun. Like, to not take everything so severely. I mean, Claire, you asked pre-pandemic me if, like, hey, can we have a Barry B. Benson you know, tapestry on our wall? Would pre-pandemic me have honestly said yes? Probably not. Because I honestly would have looked at it and said, well, like, that's not mature, and the adults would see it, so therefore, like, and I don't want to deal with their questioning, but, like, now is, like, it's your guys' space. We're gonna build a space for you guys, and if they ask, who cares? So, like, I'm learning that, and also thank Pastor Kayla, because she's also taught me that as well. So, like, yeah, yeah. So I'm a lot more open to things. Yeah. Also, by the way, I do have to move Barry from where we have, and I know I said we were gonna do it anyways, and I still plan on it before Wednesday. I got jump scared by him like that night, and I mean, A was how exhausted I was, but like I went to clean up from Vibe and turned the corner and saw eyes staring at me and freaked myself out so aggressively. So like, yeah, and I'm being like wholeheartedly honest. Like, you guys are teaching me to be more fun, and I definitely thank you for that. So yes, a Mark Gritty will happen on Wednesday. I almost thought about doing it here on stream, but it's like, more funny if I do it in person, truthfully. So, but yeah. And hey, Lila, I don't know it. We'll learn it together. Like, who cares? So proud. Thanks. Thank you. Like, yeah, I mean, I think me trying to be the over-mature one has kept you guys from having, like, way more fun. Yeah, they can teach us. They know. Claire, you have to get Miranda there too, because she's like the dance expert as well. So we need her to help us as well. But yeah, I don't know, Mason. I mean, don't let me let down your expectations. Like mine can be worse. No, we didn't see Miranda Floss too. Yeah, so. She can't gritty either. So hey, maybe we just take Vibe and pull up like a 10-hour gritty compilation, and we just learn how to gritty, and confuse anybody who's there. No, Marcus, I'm being dead serious. Her Gritty looks like she's a donkey. Okay, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, well, I do not have coordination. Like, I will fully admit to that. So, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. That's the only thing I can say, because I do not have expectations. High expectations for me. So, oh, it's true. Oh, your poor teacher. Got the love on the kitty. It's traumatizing. Well, the only thing I can say is I pray mine won't be as traumatizing. I'm expecting it to be traumatizing because, like, it's me. But, yeah, I hope mine will not be as traumatizing for you. Oh yeah, no, let's hold on to these. What? But then... Why is it stuck? Oh, is it because the day hasn't ended? You have a serious question? What is your serious question? I will give a serious answer. Alright, let's head back to the community center and I'll drop this off. And then I don't have energy to do anything else. I guess we'll just talk to people. Whoa. How do you help someone that gets made fun of, but they won't tell you who's making fun of them? Wow, that is a big question. Sorry. I think the biggest thing you can do right now is just support them. I think we live in a time where, like, ratting somebody out, narking on them is, like, so looked down upon that it's hard to admit who's doing you wrong. I also think there's a case of, you know, and I pray it's not the case, severe cases, it could be like a blackmail thing or of threats of, like, you say I'm messing with you and I'll mess you up or something to that effect. So I think the biggest thing you can offer right now is just support and provide a safe space. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, Alex. I love you. Don't be disgusted by me digging through the trash. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna timer set. I'm gonna stop so I can focus on this. Yeah, and then hopefully providing them just with that safe space that when they're ready to admit something's up, that they can trust you with that information. And if it'll be hard on you as well to receive that information because, I mean, A, we're problem solvers by nature, but B, they might not want you to tell anybody else. And my philosophy has always been, like, if it's not life or death, or let me back that up. Unless there's serious violence going on, no, I can't even say that. If they're being hurt by it, physically, emotionally, verbally, with the bullying that's happening, report it and do what you can. It'll be a scary time for the person who's being vulnerable with you. And the other biggest thing I can think of is they're going to need affirmations. And at the same time, like, it's hard to, I can't process everything that I'm thinking of. Like, they're going to need the positive reinforcement that, them fessing up, who's been bullying them, was the right thing to do, and that they will be okay, and that what they're saying isn't true, and those are just words that come out of somebody else's mouth, but it's who you believe you are, it's who you are. Yeah. So to simplify all of that, provide a safe space for them, allow them to be vulnerable, and it's a weird and tricky and scary place to be vulnerable. Go in judgment free, go in bias free, don't go in to problem solve, go in just to listen, meet them where they are. If they're upset, be upset with them. If they're happy, be happy with them. If they're sad, be sad with them. Don't problem solve. They need to have that safe space to feel what they're feeling. And yeah, and that's Claire's definitely a good person to talk to about stuff. She hasn't told anybody about anything I've said out. Yeah. I want people to trust me to be able to talk to me without feeling pressure. Yeah. Yeah. So just be there for them. In situations like that, they'll have to. Let's go down this road. In situations like that, they have to be the one to make the choice to like admit that there's a problem. If you're noticing patterns, you can definitely bring it up to them. Do it gently and help them see it. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to be the ones to make the decision. And no, you don't want to be the one pressuring them to do that. You want to just, kind of the idea like, when you're ready, I'm here to support you. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm here to support you. So, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Don't go overprotective. Don't force yourself into a situation either. Like, reaffirm to that person that I'm here if you need to talk whenever. And, if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, you still offered to be there for them. And, maybe you have to do it a couple times. And if they don't respond to it, then that is on them. You can't do anything about that. So, yeah, hopefully I'm glad it helped because it felt like very rambly, but as one who was made fun of in high school a lot, and I'll fully admit to it. Um, like it took me a lot of years to recognize that I got most of the ramble. Cool. It took me years to recognize that like I am not who they say I am, and I'm still in this process of learning. I am who I say I am. Um, and at the end of the day, when it comes to bullying, like I'm saying this so plainly, but I know it's way more severe than how I'm going to say this. Like words are words. Words are just noise that humans make, and the person saying them and the person receiving them are what gives meaning to them in a very basic level. Unfortunately, we let our words abuse others more times than we think, both intentionally and unintentionally. And that's why usually when you guys call me out on it, I try to explain this is where I was coming from, this is what I meant, and I recognize that I've done wrong, and this is how I will get better. Because that's what happens. I have been very good about saying what I think is right that turns out to be way wrong. I force, the common cliched um, sentiments on others to help, offer the right thing, but that's really not. It's taken me a while to be the one who's, allows the vulnerability because I still get uncomfortable with it. Um, and I'm a problem solver by nature. So these are all things that I've worked on, and I tell you this from my experience as well. So, um, yeah, there's my answer. And if school's not the safe place to do it, maybe you meet them in the park. Maybe you bring them to Vibe. And, if you give me enough warning, I can find a quiet space for you guys to talk. Um, you know, it's, it's, it's been my whole thing with Vibe, especially the last, pandemic aside, and especially the last 4 years or so, because I want the church to be represented as a safe place for you guys to come to and be yourselves and be vulnerable and not worry about judgment from each other, from the adults, from anyone. And I'm still working on that. There's still a lot of work that needs to happen, but like the more we share that with the community, with the world, the more that I think more kindness we can spread. And at the end of the day, that's the bigger goal, is to just be kind to one another. We don't know everybody's story, and we only know a part of what they tell us. Um, but we all have trauma. We all have baggage, and unfortunately, there's some of us who express our trauma and baggage in harmful ways. So we all just have to be mindful of that. And that's not saying we have to sugarcoat everything we said and tiptoe through landmines. It's learning about each other's stories. It's learning about who they are and where they come from. And again, it boils back to the concept of meeting them where they are. Don't try to bring them where you are. You meet them where they are. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm talking in circles now, so I'm going to shut up. But yeah, thank you for the question. And I appreciate that you felt comfortable asking me as well, because I know that's sometimes not a comfortable question to ask because we all want to solve it ourselves. Um, you're welcome. If there's anything else I can help with, as far as advice, or if it's severe and you need an adult intercession, I don't know what I could do, but let me know as well. So, yeah. Alex's hair smells nice. Sorry, I had to do something funny to keep the awkward out of the room. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm running away. I'm kind of new to this town myself, but I really feel at home. Isaac's back! What is your question? Are we going to get happy about it? Is it Mark C or is it Mark K? I'm going to leave that up to the community. Because, I really don't care. I believe the correct pronunciation is the Mark with a K because I am the dollar store version of him. So therefore, it has to be the most obscure way of spelling it. So yeah. I do not know. My legal birth name is MARC, but we've had the conversation before about how I'm the dollar store version of Mark because my name is not spelled as the common way you would spell it. So yeah. So like again, it boils down to the fact like words are words. Like I really, truthfully, like don't care because I know like y'all are joking at the same time, um, but also like they're words. Who cares? I know I need those. Yeah, Marcus works. M squared works. Yeah. Did I tell you guys? No, Marcus. Yeah, Marcus was a nickname I went by a lot because my dad. So my dad and I have the same name, Mark, but he spells his MARK. So when yeah, names are irrelevant to me. Yeah, they're just the things that we are called whatever. That's why nicknames exist. Um, where was I going? Oh yeah, so like when my dad and I are in the same room and somebody yells Mark, we both turn our heads. So to correct some of this, like I was like, hey, just call me Marcus because it's fine, it's whatever, and it's cool. But that was the easiest way. So like Marcus, I'm more familiar with. What I've been thinking about, like removing my name and just using a symbol like Prince. Hey, as long as you're happy with it. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of times I've thought about like, do I just like legally change my name to Marcus and call it even because like it's cool. Like I don't really care. But I mean, like truthfully, as long as the names aren't offensive, then it's fine. Like, and I will tell you when you cross that boundary. So, like, I'm not gonna have an identity crisis because you guys call me like 6 different names. Like again, I know who I am. So, yeah. All right, let's go to bed. We got 2 days left. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up at the end of day 10 because we spent a good time talking about how to help somebody. So.